Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for college baseball action in the 3C2A. Cosumnes River College and College of the Canyons here on a Thursday, first of a two-game set between these two teams today and tomorrow here from Cougar Field. I'm Matt Robinson, happy to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, COC this year 1-1 on the regular season. They won their last game out, which was a home game here at Cougar Field. They played Saddleback, came up with a nice little outburst on the offensive side, put up 12 runs against the Bobcats and came away with a 12-1 victory, trying to make it back-to-back home wins here today, and they'll send Malachi Correll to the mound for the start for COC. Correll this year will get his first start here today. Pitched an inning against Saddleback, gave up a walk and struck out one. Didn't allow any runs in that one inning. Had a little bit of trouble against, but was able to come out of it. Last year, Correll was a guy that came on late in the year and was very crafty, made it tough on opposing offenses. We'll try and get the start here today and go back to work. The lineup for Cosumnes River College: Colby Lunsford will lead things off. Then Rudy Rodriguez in the 2 spot playing shortstop today. Nick Solorzano in the 3 spot doing the catching. Cade McKechnie in the 4 spot at the first base position. Joaquin Murphy, the DH today. Then Corey Williams batting 6th. Dylan Brown batting 7th. Michael Grijalva, the left fielder, batting 8th. And Mike Fritas, the center fielder, batting 9th. As we are ready to get underway, leading things off is Colby Lunsford. Lunsford this year 5 for 16, a .313 average, with 3 runs batted in, a home run and a double so far in 3 games for CRC. As Correll starts him off with a strike, comes back with a pitch that misses up and away. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. As Lunsford puts a charge into this one, out into left field, but drifting over to make the catch is Ryan Camacho, and 1 out here in the first inning. Defensively for COC, Jake Schwartz at first, Charlie Roca at second, Colin Yeeman at short, Andy Ambrose the third baseman, then Ryan Camacho in left, Joe Vaughn, his brother, out in center, and Alex Sepulveda, the right fielder, with Dane Flashberg behind the dish, working as the battery with Correll. So 1 up, 1 down, and here comes Rudy Rodriguez. Rodriguez this year 4 for 6, a .667 batting average. Has played 2 games so far this year. Had a triple and a run batted in. A pair of walks in those 3 games as he takes a strike. Rodriguez, the sophomore out of Elk Grove High School. Last year had 15 multi-hit games. Was a .341 hitter last season for CRC. Had a .431 slugging percentage. Finished off the year with 8 extra base hits, one of those a home run, as he takes that pitch down, and the count 3-1, so Correll has fallen well behind. Talked about Malachi last year. 6 outings last year. His longest outing was 6 innings, actually, I should say, last year. He appeared in 16 games. Had just 2 starts, was 1-2 on the season, as a walk issued to Rodriguez. And the first runner aboard in the ball game for CRC. 3rd time Rodriguez has walked this year, and that'll bring Solorzano to the plate. So for Correll last year, he pitched in 24 innings, gave up 50 hits, 45 runs, 39 of those earned. So the ERA was 14.63, but really a lot of those numbers came early on in the year. He got a lot better as the season went on. Started to become a relied upon guy back in the bullpen for COC. As he works in some trouble here in the first, as Solorzano will come to the plate, a .333 hitter on the season, 3 for 9 with a double and 6 runs batted in. He's also walked 6 times this year. A .661 on base and a .444 slugging percentage, as we'll keep an eye on Rodriguez. CRC likes to run. They've stolen 10 bags this year. Is that ball in the dirt? Flashberg able to keep it in front. And Correll falls behind. Last year, the Cougars had a lot of trouble in terms of throwing runners out. When we looked at the numbers from last season, it was a low percentage in terms of number of guys they were able to get out last year. It was very, very poor. It was down below 50%. I was thinking it was closer to 30%. Think about it. Certainly something they'd like to clean up this year is Correll well behind. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch is over for a called strike. The count now 2-1. Here to Rodriguez. Or to Solorzano, excuse me. As Rodriguez leads away from first. So far this year, Rodriguez has not attempted a stolen base. So he's back in time. That pitch over for a strike, and the count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away and a runner on first. Is this one lifted out in the air towards left field for a base hit for Solorzano? We'll put runners on first and second, so Correll fell behind, gave up the hit. And it'll put 2 runners on with 1 away here in the first. So good piece of hitting that time from Solorzano. A little line drive to left field. Goes the opposite way with it, and it'll bring McKechnie to the plate. Cade McKechnie this year. Hitting .222, 2 for 9 as he lifts this one in the air towards center field. Jovan has a play on it. Tagging at second base is Rodriguez. The relay throw not in time, as down to third was Solorzano. So it's 2 away with runners on the corners here. His first pitch swinging was McKechnie. Gonna bring Joaquin Murphy up to the plate with 2 outs. So it was a tight play. The relay throw was there. It was just maybe a half step behind. And Rodriguez sliding towards the inner part of the bag gets there. So runners on the corners and 2 away. Joaquin Murphy, the DH, coming to the plate. Murphy this year 3 for 8 with a couple of doubles and 4 runs batted in. Two balls, no strikes. Runner in motion, Correll with the pickoff play. The Cougars, it actually hits Solorzano in the helmet and bounces out into left field, so CRC gonna get a run out of it. And the Hawks with a 1-0 lead on what was really a broken play. Cougars did everything correct that time, and it's scored, I guess, an errant throw on Schwartz. It's not really a stolen base, as Solorzano was picked off on a good move from Correll. This one hit on the ground towards right, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So a 2-0 CRC lead as Murphy with an RBI single. Solorzano comes around to score. So Murphy with a base hit. Corey Williams will come to the plate. So Murphy gets a couple of runs batted in without really having to do much. Williams takes a strike. That ball gets away from Flashberg, so Murphy going to go down to second base. Williams this year 6 for 14, 429 hitter. 2 doubles, a triple, and 2 runs batted in. Stands with a runner in scoring position here, and this is what CRC has done all year so far. In their 3 games, they've been a high-powered offense. The look so far this year leads the state in runs scored with 48, now 50 on the year. Is that one over for a strike? 1 ball and 2 strikes as Cornell trying to work out of some trouble. They've driven in 40 runs this season. They've stolen 10 bases, which is 7th best. The batting average not great, but not awful. 20th best in the state at 314 as a team. The number that's been bad for them this year, strikeouts, they've struck out 20 times. Been a little susceptible to it, but so far doing a good job making Corral work. So 2 down, a runner on second base. The count full here to Murphy, or to Corey Williams, with Murphy leading away from second base. So 3-2, 2 outs. Pitch to Williams nearly hits him. And that'll put runners on first and second, so a tough inning here for Malachi Corral. Second walk issued. So it brings us Dylan Brown. Brown 2 for 6 this season. He's driven in a run. Takes a called strike as Corral comes with a fastball in the inner half. The Cougars already with work going on in their bullpen here to try and stop the bleeding, trailing 2-0. If Corral can get an out here, limit the damage to just 2. Really should have been anything, but you kind of catch a bad break on a pickoff play, and Jake Schwartz ends up hitting Solorzano in the helmet, trying to throw down to second base to complete the out. No balls and 2 strikes here to Brown. One misses down, trying to get him on a breaking ball away, but could not. Last year for COC, this was kind of the trouble at times, was the ability to pitch successfully during the season. Kind of created some problems for them as the year went on, and that was kind of where they ran into trouble. As that one swung on and missed. Down on strikes is Brown. First strikeout for Malachi Corral. So you limit the damage to just 2 on a couple of hits, an error, and 2 left on at the end of a half an inning. CRC 2, COC coming up. So we'll give you the lineup for the Cougars. For COC today, it'll be lineup we've seen so far through 2 games is Jovan Camacho will lead things off. Then Charlie Roca, the second baseman in the 2 spot. Alex Sepulveda batting 3rd. Andy Ambrose, the sophomore leader on the team this year, batting 4th. Then Jake Schwartz. Colin Yeaman, the shortstop, batting 6th. Aaron Ruvalcaba getting the spot in the DH today, batting 7th. Dane Flashberg doing the catching, and Ryan Camacho batting 8th. Flashberg in there because Hollinson, who started the first 2 games of the year, actually I think is nursing a bit of a hamstring issue. He rounded first base after a base hit the other day against Saddleback and came up a little limp, so still trying to nurse that. So Flashberg gets the start. Cougars will face William Gonzalez. Gonzalez getting his second start of the season, 0-1. Went 3 innings in his first start, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned, walked 3, struck out 3. An ERA of 6 this year, the sophomore. Out of Elk Grove High School as well. Didn't get a chance to pitch last year for CRC, but getting the opportunity here today as he'll face Jovan Camacho to start things off. Jovan this year, .333. 3 hits and 9 at-bats with a double. A run batted in and struck out 4 times. So lead things off from the left-hand side, as the lefty Gonzalez will go to work, and the first pitch misses down and away. And the home half of the first underway. Jovan way ahead. It's 2 balls and no strikes. So the WSC South Gold Glover last year hit .319 for the Cougars in 2022. As he swings and hits this one down the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit to lead things off for Camacho. And so the Cougars with a leadoff runner aboard as Camacho puts one back up the box for a base hit. And it'll bring Charlie Roca to the plate. So add another hit to Camacho's number on the year. The average ticks up just a bit. 4 hits and 10 at-bats, so a clean .400 on the year, and that brings us Charlie Roca as Camacho diving back to first in there safely. Roca 3 for 9 as well, .333, had a 2-run home run against Saddleback here the other day. A ball he hit very well out to left center field. Really a no-doubt shot. So he's still waiting on the first pitch of the at-bat. He takes the pitch for a called strike on the inner half from Gonzalez. Roca, the big right-hander, waiting. Gonzalez will go to first once again as Camacho dancing around a little bit out there. Jovan this year does not have a stolen base. The Cougars only 2 stolen base attempts this season, or 2 for 2. But again, a team that does not run. They didn't run a lot last year. Again, Gonzalez going to keep Camacho close. Camacho back easily each time. So we wait on the 0-1 pitch to the plate, misses down and away. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This one lifted in the air towards left field, playable for Grijalva, who will make the catch straightaway left, just down the line, and 1 away. So Roca just under that one a bit. 1 down, and Alex Sepulveda headed to the plate. Sepulveda 3 for 10 this year. The double, a home run, and 3 runs batted in. Had a home run the other day as Camacho back in safely once again. Another guy that gave one a ride the other night. The other afternoon, we should say, on Saturday. Ball hit out to left, went over the scoreboard. Landed on the grass that sits outside the bounds of the softball field, but it was pretty close. Quick move that time from Gonzalez. Very concerned with Camacho, who only has about a 3.5 step lead. He's not even at the cutout. Making sure he stays close. Now he's going to run. Had a pretty good jump, and he's going to be down to second with a stolen base. So all that work from Gonzalez does not end up paying off. Camacho has his first stolen base of the year. And now the Cougars with a runner in scoring position here. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Alex Sepulveda. Gonzalez did his best to try and keep Camacho close, and didn't much matter. Camacho with a great jump. And maybe, if anything, it just gave Camacho more of an idea of what the move is. So he stands at second base. 2 balls and no strikes here to Sepulveda, who waits. Gonzalez will deal. Sepulveda lifts it in the air down the right field line, and this one going to get out of play. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 away here in the home half of the first inning. A 2-0 CRC lead. Sepulveda waits on a pitch. A breaking ball that misses away from Gonzalez. And now a good hitter's count here for Sepulveda, with Andy Ambers waiting on deck. Cougars trying to get something going here in the first. Find themselves in a 2-0 hole. 3-1 pitch on the way. Sepulveda hits this one on the ground towards short. Picked up by Rodriguez, who will fire it over to first. 2 down. So 2 away for Andy Ambers. Ambers 3 for 8 on the year. The double and a run batted in. Gonzalez trying to get himself out of trouble. CRC got a pair of runs off of, or with 2 away. Cougars trying to find at least 1 here in the home half as Ambers takes the pitch inside. The count 2 balls and no strikes. Gonzalez misses up that time, so Ambers way ahead, 3-0. Last time these two teams met, 2017, the Cougars swept the series. Won 12-7, 3-0, and 5-3 here at Cougar Field. As the 3-0 pitch over for a strike. 2016, they played, they split here at Cougar Field. The Cougars won 14-3 in Game 1, then CRC 12-10 in Game 2, and then in 2015, CRC swept, winning 5-3 and 9-6 in a 2-game series. So pretty tight as Ambers puts a charge into this one out into center field. Playable for the center fielder. Fritas, and he'll make the catch. And that'll end the inning. So the Cougars can't cash in on a leadoff single and a stolen base from Jovan Camacho. No runs, a hit, 1 left at the end of a full inning. 2-0 in favor of CRC. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. Grijalva, Fritas on the top of the order due up here in the second inning for CRC. find themselves with a 2-0 lead. So Grijalva to lead things off. Grijalva this year 2 for 5. He chops this one off his foot. Stay at the plate. Grijalva waits. Looks like set back up. Corral comes to the plate, misses down and away. This one hit in the air towards center field. Camacho trying to give chase, not going to get there as it's going to get over this left center field wall. A solo shot for Grijalva and a 3-0 CRC lead as they put up 2 in the first and a solo shot to lead off here in the second for Grijalva. First home run of the year for Grijalva, who gave it a ride out to left. The Camacho boys both moving out towards that left center field wall and just could not get to it. So COC in a 3-0 hole as Mike Freitas comes to the plate. And he swings at the first pitch and lines it out into right field for a base hit. So back-to-back hits to open up in the second. Solo shot to left center, a line drive single for Freitas. And we go back to the top of the order with Colby Lunsford, who hit one hard out to left but lined out in his first at-bat. And action in the bullpen once again for COC as Schneider back up getting loose once again as Corral finds himself in trouble with a runner on first and nobody out in a 3-0 hole. Runner in motion. That one's going to score away from Flashberg. It was a breaking ball. It wasn't going to much matter. It was an easy stolen base for Freitas. I don't think Flashberg was going to have a chance to really even give it a look. So now runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the second inning. CRC already up 3-0, trying to add to it. This one hit right towards Ambriz at third. Diving back safely was Freitas, and one out here in the second inning on a sharply hit ball from Lunsford. That's twice today. Lunsford has hit the ball hard. He's just hit it right at somebody both times. So one away, and Rudy Rodriguez, who walked and scored back in the first, comes to the plate with a runner at second base. This one hit in the air towards left center field. The Camachos both giving chase. Catch is made out in left center. Runner tagging second base and moving ahead was Freitas, so he'll move up to third with 2 down. And here comes Solorzano. So a couple of pitches, a couple of quick outs, and maybe Corral can limit the damage. His first pitch swinging, fouling it away was Solorzano, who singled. back in the first. Came around to score. He was actually picked off. Would have been the third out of the inning, but Jake Schwartz hit him in the helmet, trying to complete the out. Bounced out into left field. Is this one chopped back towards Corral? He's going to have an easy play as he'll pitch it over to first. So he limits the damage to just one on a solo home run to lead off the inning for Grijalva. We head to the home half of the second inning, 3-0, Cosumnes River College.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Home half of the second, the Cougars will send up Schwartz, Yeeman, and Ruvalcaba. Look to get something going on the offensive side, trailing 3-0. Not necessarily the start you were looking for, but it's the start you've been given. CRC doing a nice job in the first 2 innings. Getting a little bit of luck on their side on the first run of the ball game, but have capitalized and cashed in. So the Cougar offense, which so far this year has been pretty good. Not quite as high-powered as CRC through the first 2 games, but a 12-run outburst last time here at Cougar Field. 240 or 284 as a group, the slugging percentage at 419. They go back to work on the offensive side as here's Jake Schwartz to lead things off, 2 for 8 on the year with a couple of runs batted in. One of his 2 hits, an extra base hit, just a 250 hitter on the year, but hits from the left side, takes a pitch down and away in the count 1-0. Canyons last year, one of 3 teams tied for second in the Western States Conference South. You look, Glendale had a phenomenal year, 20-1. And then LA Valley, LA Mission, and COC, all 12-9. All 3 into the playoffs last year. Cougars trying to repeat, even compete with Glendale going into this season. Still very early, so you still don't really quite know what you've got. Schwartz waits on a 2-1 pitch. You'll find out real fast here, though. Tough schedule coming up as this one hit on the ground towards first. Takes a big hop. McKechnie able to make the play. 1 away. So Schwartz down and Yeeman coming to the plate. Nice little candy hop for McKechnie there. If you're talking about COC, the upcoming schedule, you really kind of know where you're at here soon. Got Hancock in a home and home with Rio Hondo in between them, February 4th, 7th, and then the 11th. Moore Park on the 16th, a home and home against Santa Ana, who was a really good team last year. Look at the state rankings, Santa Ana 5th in the state. Obviously, you played Saddleback and you split with them. Saddleback was number 3 in the state at the end, or the South, excuse me, at the end of the year last year. So you'll really know where you're at coming up here soon. You've got Orange Coast, you've got Siracosa, you've got Cypress, and then conference play starts in March against Bakersfield. So a tough non-conference schedule for COC. Actually, it's not 1 away. It's a runner at first. I think that ball got by McKechnie out into left field, so shows what I was looking at. Looked up and Schwartz is over at first base, so clearly I was not paying that much attention, which happens. So it's an error on Schwartz. Or on McKechnie, excuse me. That puts Schwartz at first base. Brings Yeeman to the plate. Yeeman 2 for 6. Looked like such an easy play for McKechnie that I even looked down, thought he had it. I guess it squirted out of his glove. I had to lean over and ask the rest of the table here what happened, and I guess it squirted out of his glove. He didn't realize it, but I saw him run over to first and step on the first base bag. So fooled me, fooled him. 3-2 count here with nobody out. Schwartz at first base. Yeeman waits at the plate, lifts this one down the line, or deep down the line and left, but it's going to be well foul. Got a ride on it, but twisted foul the whole way, so we'll stay at 3-2. Had enough to leave the yard, just didn't keep it in play. Kind of a weird sky today, a little bit of clouds in the sky. 65 degrees at first pitch, which happened right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All in all, a decent day for baseball. This one chopped on the ground towards short. Rodriguez's play is only to first. So now we have an out, and a runner moves up to second base. As Schwartz moves up, Yeeman out 6-3. One away, and Aaron Ruvalcaba coming to the plate. Aaron 0 for 7 so far this year. A walk and 3 strikeouts. Stands on the left-hand side to face the lefty Gonzalez. And the Cougars with a runner in scoring position here in the second, trailing 3-0. Breaking ball over for a strike. Ruvalcaba still looking for his first hit of the year. He's behind 0-2 on another breaking ball from Gonzalez. Schwartz leads away from second base. The 2-0 pitch, Ruvalcaba hits on the ground towards towards first. So we'll stay at 0-2. A little bit extra water on the ground here at Cougar Field today. Trying to clean it up before. The first base dugout actually has a bunch of it right on top. As this one smoked back up the middle for a base hit. They're going to try and send Schwartz from second base. The throw from the center fielder Fritas is up the first base line. It's an RBI single for Ruvalcaba on his first hit of the year. And the Cougars are on the board here in the home half of the second. So an RBI single for Aaron Ruvalcaba. His first hit of the season comes at an opportune time. Gets COC on the board. As Schwartz scores after the error, it's an unearned run, but the Cougars will take it. And they're back within 2 as Dane Flashberg comes to the plate. Flashberg 0 for 2. Had 2 at-bats on Saturday against Saddleback. He came in to replace Allenson, who got hurt. So no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes here to Flashberg. That pitch misses away. Solorzano was happy with the location of the pitch from Gonzalez. Pointed at him, said that's good, we'll take it. We'll stay at 1-2. Ruvalcaba leads away from first base. Gonzalez will come to the plate, and a breaking ball that misses away. The count out even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away here in the second inning. The Cougars trailing 3-1. After 2 runs in the first and 1 in the second for Cosumnes River. Cougars trying to chip away and make it a brand new ball game. This one hit out in the air towards right field. Brown drifting back towards the wall. Can't make the catch. Ruvalcaba got to get on his horse to get to second base. And he's down, so into second. Flashberg has a hit. The Cougars with runners on first and second on a long, loud single from Flashberg on a ball that got over Brown's head. Had to be a little careful there. Ruvalcaba was tagging at first, thinking he could take second base on a ball that was caught from Brown, and Flashberg had to wait for a split second, not make sure he ran by him. Works out, and here's Ryan Camacho. 2 for 7 on the year, 286 hitter with an RBI. Chance to try and bring home another with Ruvalcaba out there at second base. Breaking ball hit on the ground towards second base. Lunsford to second for one. On to first. In time to get Camacho. Camacho not happy about it. Chris Cota even standing out right on the baseline, not happy about it as well, said no. He's not going to get the call he likes. The field umpire says it's the third out. The Cougars do get one, but that's it. We head to the third inning. 3-1 in favor of CRC.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
McKechnie, Murphy, and Williams to hit here as the Cougars change the pitcher. Malachi Carell goes 2 innings. It's the first pitch swinging for McKechnie as a base hit up into center field. So leadoff runner aboard. Or we can even get you the pitching change. For COC, it's Brooke Schneider coming in to take over. Schneider, sophomore out of Valencia High School. Inning in 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walked 1. Didn't strike anybody out, picked up the loss in his first appearance of the year. Runner in motion, an easy stolen base from McKechnie. So CRC cooking here in the third with a runner on second base and nobody out. This one hit on the ground towards short. Yeaman's only play is going to be at first. It's good read that time from McKechnie, and Murphy does the job, moves the runner over. And so one down, and Corey Williams coming to the plate. It's an absolutely perfect read from McKechnie there to see that the ball was right at him. And really a chopper, so no play for Yeaman but to first base. This ball lifted in the air towards right center field. Going to be trouble. That's going to get over the head of Camacho and Sepulveda. That'll bring home another run, as it's an RBI double for Corey Williams. CRC adds back to their lead to make it 4-1. So the leadoff single for McKechnie, and then a double out to right center field for Williams. And it'll bring Dylan Brown in. Brown struck out to end the first. So the runner at second base. Three balls and no strikes. Schneider's given up a single, a double, and a run already here in the third. He's way behind to Brown, walks him on 4 pitches. So runners on first and second here, and Michael Grijalvo had the solo home run to lead off the second inning, comes to the plate. First walk issued by Schneider. Closed the book on Carell, went 2 innings. Gave up 2 hits. 3 runs. Just 2 of them earned, walked a pair, and struck out 1. Grijalvo, the solo home run back in the second. Already the second time through the lineup here for Cosumnes River as the offense continues to click. They've done so far all year this year. Grijalva takes a called strike from Schneider. Warning now to the CRC bench. D'Amico going to come out to talk here. So CRC gets a warning here. Don Miko was not happy. The head coach for the Hawks actually marched out and said, "For what? We're talking to our guys." But we move on now as the count 1-2. Runners in motion on ball in the dirt. And a good read that time from Williams as he'll take third. Brown doesn't follow, so it puts runners on the corners with one away. That one over for a strike, evens the count at 2-2. Runner in motion here in the 2-2 pitch. Down on strikes is Grijalva. The throw down to second base, not in time. But not running from third is Williams. And then there's a batter interference call, so that's actually going to end the inning. So you put Brown out on the throw, and the Cougars catch a break after giving up a run. And so they trail 4-1, and we'll take a break. Home half of the third upcoming here from Cougar Field, 4-1 in favor of CRC.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
It's a weird one to score, but it's So we go to the home half of the third inning. Cougars catch a break to end the set, or to the end of the third, and come back to work trailing by 3. It's a 4-1 lead as they go to the top of the order here. Jovan Camacho, Charlie Roca, and Alex Sepulveda. As Camacho hits this one on the ground towards second, an easy play for Lunsford, one away. So here's Roca with one away. Roca flew out to left field his first at-bats, behind the count 1-2. Cougars trying to find some offense as Roca down on strikes. A good breaking ball from Gonzalez. Roca down looking, 2 away here in the third inning. First strikeout of the day for Gonzalez. And it brings Alex Sepulveda to the plate. So after the Cougars caught a break in the third, so far a ground ball to second base and a strikeout. Sepulveda, who grounded to short last time up, chops the first pitch to third, foul. This one hit in the air towards center field. Going to be a tough play, but moving to his left and making it look easy was Freitas. And 3 up, 3 down. Gonzalez a solid inning. We head to the fourth. Still 4-1 in favor of CRC. Go to the top half of the fourth. Freitas, Lunsford, and Rodriguez, the scheduled hitters for Cosumnes River. They've got a 4-1 lead. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. The top of the order coming back up here to face Brooke Schneider. Schneider gave up a couple of hits and a run in the last inning as Freitas showing bunt fouls it away. That one misses on the inside to Freitas. So Schneider trying to settle things down a little bit. The Cougars with more work going on down near the bullpen. It doesn't look like it's actually anybody in the bullpen, just a couple of guys playing catch. So Schneider is the one to go with right now. As that one fouled away, and it makes the count 1-2. Remember, these two teams back at it tomorrow, a noon start time here in the Cougar Sports Network. So we wait on the 2-2 pitch. Grijalva down on strikes. So 1 away. Second strikeout here for Schneider. Brings us back to the top of the order as Lunsford, who's 0 for 2, has hit the ball hard twice. Lined to third in his last at-bat. Hit a line drive to left that Ryan Camacho able to get to and make a play in his first at-bat back in the first. Already his third at-bat in the ballgame here in the fourth inning. He's behind in the count, 0-1. Chops this one towards third. It's up the third base line and foul, so we'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. 4-1 in favor of CRC. That one nearly catches Lunsford. He dodges out of the way. Settles himself back in and waits on the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Flashberg able to pick it out. Colby able to get it back to 2-2. Outfield straight away. Infield at normal depth. One away here in the fourth. 2-2 pitch misses down and away. So after getting way ahead, nothing in two. 3 straight balls from Schneider, and we're back to a full count with one away. Down on strikes. As a fastball up in the zone that Lunsford chases and couldn't catch up. 2-2 down. Third strikeout for Schneider. Here's Rudy Rodriguez. Walked. Flew out to left field. Scored back in the first. This one hit in the air towards left, down the line, twisting foul. So the count even at 1-1. Rodriguez scored in the first after he walked. Moved up to third base at one point, then got lucky as Solorzano was picked off with the runners on the corners, and Jake Schwartz threw a ball that actually hit Solorzano in the head. As this one grounded towards short, nice big hop for Yeeman. He'll fire over to first. A 1-2-3 inning that time for Schneider. And the Cougars will come up trailing 4-1 in the home half of the fourth inning when we come back.
The future is yours. So let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Reset your career and get back to work quickly. Go to college for $46 per unit, 0 textbook cost class options, and apply for your share of financial aid. With convenient class times, flexible on-campus or online options, and free tutoring, the future is yours at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
So we go to the home half of the fourth here. William Gonzalez, the home plate umpire, actually out to talk to William Gonzalez. I'm not sure what the issue is, and that's actually going to bring Don Miko out to talk. And now Don Miko going to walk out to talk to Gonzalez here. So maybe Gonzalez, a little cut on his finger or something. Some blood on the baseball that might have dried onto the baseball, which won't affect the way the ball moves, but speculating that that's what the conversation was. That's what it looked like. It looked like it was something with Gonzalez's finger. But no harm, no foul, and we'll go to work. Amber is at the plate to start. The first pitch over for a strike. This one hit foul up the first base line. Snowballs and 2 strikes, the count to Ambrose. He waits on the pitch from Gonzalez that misses away. Ambrose flew out to center field and is only at bat today. Cougars just second time through the lineup here in the 4th. Not been able to string much together. Have had opportunities as Ambrose down on strikes. Thought that ball was inside, was leaning away like he was going to get another chance, but he's down on strikes. Second strikeout of the day for Gonzalez. Second time he set one of the Cougars down looking. One away, and Jake Schwartz coming to the plate. Schwartz reached on an error on a ball that I quite honestly thought he was out on, but it bounced out of the glove of McKechnie. McKechnie even ran over to first base and stepped on the bag. He thought he had it. That's what fooled me, fooled him. Schwartz actually came around to score in the second. Off the RBI hit from Ruvalcaba. Way behind in the count, 0-2 here though, as Gonzalez continues to find the strike zone. He's done a good job keeping the Cougar hitters off balance so far in the ball game today. We talked about Gonzalez. Longest outing this year, 3 innings, and his only outing. His first start, he actually picked up the loss as he's got Schwartz down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 4th. On a good breaking ball from Gonzalez, and he seemed to have found his rhythm. After that, walked 3, struck out 3 in his first appearance, gave up 2 earned runs on 3 hits. But has looked much better here today. So face Yeaman, who grounded to short his first at-bat. First pitch swinging, Yeaman hits it in the air towards center field. That'll get down for a base hit, as Freitas won't have a play on it. So a 2-out single for COC as Yeaman aboard at first base. And it brings Ruvalcaba, who singled sharply out to center field and drove home a run back in the second inning. Decent little crowd here on a Thursday afternoon. Pickoff play over to first, and just diving back was Yeaman. Good move that time from Gonzalez. Yeaman was just maybe a half a step ahead of it on the dive back. Ruvalcaba waits and takes a strike. Pretty nice day all in all. Talked about 65 degrees at first pitch. No wind to speak of today, which recently has been a little bit rare here in Santa Clarita. Really in Southern California, we've had a bit of stormy weather, which is highly uncharacteristic for us. Not necessarily in January and February, but uncharacteristic for the most part, because usually it's about 75 degrees and sunny 340 days out of the year. But last couple of weeks, it's had a little bit of rain. Nothing cold and shocking like the Midwest or the East Coast, but it's 0-2. Pitch misses away. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we said a little cold, little windy as of late. 66 degrees right now, but it feels like it's in the 70s. And we said no wind to speak of today, which is very rare during this early part of the new year. As that pitch over for a breaking ball, called strike 3. So he strands a base hit from Yeaman and strikes out the side. A clean inning for the most part for Gonzalez, minus the base hit. And the Cougars still trail 4-1 as we head to the 5th inning here from Cougar Field. Top half of the fifth we go. Solorzano, McKechnie, and Murphy, the scheduled hitters here for Cosumnes River. This one hit in the air towards center field. Playable for Camacho, and he'll make the catch. One down. Actually need to tick ahead our inning. So one away on a sharply hit ball out to center field. Solorzano down for the second time today. Schneider stays in there. McKechnie will come to the plate. McKechnie 1 for 2. Singled, scored, stole a base back in the third. Flew out to center field in his first at-bat. That one down in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike here to McKechnie. Kane, freshman out of Christian Brothers High School in Sacramento. Takes that pitch away. Listed as a utility player, but playing first base today. Send the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Waiting on Brooke Schneider, who took over from Malachi Carell. Carell went 2 innings, gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. Walked 2 and struck out 1 as it's a 3-1 count. McKechnie waits. Schneider, who worked a clean inning back in the 4th. Gets this one fouled straight back, and it makes the count 3-2. So Schneider came in the 3rd, gave up a leadoff single to McKechnie, who then stole a base. Got Murphy to ground to short. McKechnie actually advanced to 3rd on the play, and then Williams doubled it him home. Brown then walked, but then he got a strikeout and a interference on Grijalva that resulted in Brown being cut down at second base. Got himself out of some trouble in what looked like was going to be a rocky 3rd inning as he walks McKechnie here. 2nd walk issued by Schneider. Puts a runner on first base with 1 away for Murphy, who singled home a run back in the 1st. Grounded to short in the 3rd. As he faces Schneider for the 2nd time today. The big left-handed hitting designated hitter. Keep an eye on McKechnie here. Murphy, a sophomore out of Elk Grove. To Calvin High School. As he lifts this one in the air towards left. Should be playable for Ryan Camacho. Runner tagging at first in McKechnie, but he'll just fake towards second, and that is it. As a strong throw from Camacho, and 2 down here in the 5th. So 2 down, Corey Williams doubled, walked. Drove home a run back in the 3rd. This one grounded towards second base. Relka will pick it up on 3 hops. Fires it over to first. So Schneider works around a 1-out walk. Sets down CRC easily here in the 5th. We head to the home half. Still 4-1 in favor of Cosumnes River.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Home half of the fifth, Cougars trailing 4-1. So they'll send Flashberg, Camacho, and Camacho to the plate. It's Gonzalez out for the fifth inning, longest outing of the season for him. He's looked good so far, no reason not to trot him back out there for another one. As he starts ahead here in the fifth. He's used that breaking ball really well today. It's kept the Cougars off balance. Has given up 4 hits, but really outside of a couple of hits in a row in the second, really has not allowed much damage. Cougars have run well on him today. A couple of stolen bases for COC. Heading the count here, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Flashberg, who's down on strikes. 4 strikeouts in the last 5 batters faced for Gonzalez. His 5th strikeout in the ball game. So here's Ryan Camacho to the plate, 0 for 1. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to end the second on a ball that really we all up here in the booth, and Chris Cota actually thought he beat out at first base, maybe by half a step, but the field umpire thought differently. So he'll go to work in his second at bat. Is behind in the count, 0-1. This one chopped on the ground up the third baseline, foul. Cota knocks it down. We'll pick it up and fire it into the dugout. No balls and 2 strikes. So in on the 0-2 pitch to Ryan Camacho. Fouls it straight back to the screen. Went on the 0-2 pitch. That one misses up and away. Camacho boys have been a part of the COC program for the last few years, Jovan and Ryan. Played for the football team. Last year played for the baseball program. Back once again as this one chopped up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Rodriguez, but able to get Camacho by a half a step. It was hit just slow enough that it made it close, but 2 down. And Jovan Camacho will come to the plate. Gonzalez has retired 8 of the last 9 he's faced. Really 9 of the last 10. And he hits Jovan in the back on the first pitch. So the Cougars get a runner here with 2 away. Last year the Camacho boys were both they were targets. They got hit by a number of pitches last season between the 2 of them. Sure, the Cougars have already been hit 5 times. Jovan with a stolen base back in the first after he singled to lead off the game. As Charlie Roca at the plate, flew out, struck out. Hits here with 2 away. That one hits Roca in the back. So now the Cougars cooking here with 2 away and 2 on. Back-to-back hit batters. And so now we bring Alex Sepulveda to the plate, who's grounded a short and flew out to center field. Chance to try and pick up at least a run here. So Cougars trailing by 3. They ask Gonzalez to step off, and Don Miko going to actually run out to talk to him here. So conference over. Gonzalez back up on the rubber. He faces Sepulveda here with 2 on. Sepulveda lifts this one in the air towards center field, but should be playable for Freitas, who drifts back towards the wall, makes the catch about 10 steps in front, and the Cougars will leave 2 aboard here in the 5th inning. We head to the 6th. It's 4-1 in favor of CRC. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. We go to the 6th. Schneider's still out there as he faces Brown, whose first pitch swinging, hits this one out into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Brown headed towards second base as Sepulveda's throw not going to get there in time. A leadoff double for Brown. So CRC with a runner aboard to start out here in the 6th. Here comes Grijalva. Home run and a strikeout today. Struck out and actually was called for batter's interference. That was the end of the 3rd inning. One ball and one strike, the count here to Grijalva, who fouls this one straight back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff runner aboard at second base with a leadoff double from Dylan Brown. Schneider trying to work himself out of some trouble once again. Grijalva fouls it away again, and we'll stay at 1-2. Wait on the 1-2 pitch. This one misses down. Count is even at 2-2. Grijalva his solo shot back in the 2nd. Ball that was hit pretty well out to left center field. Just cleared the left center field fence, but had so much heat on it that didn't really give either of the Camacho brothers a chance to try and even give it a close look and see if they could take it away. That's how hard he hit it out. As this one Lifted back and out of play once again, off to the left. So we'll stay at 2-2. Schneider delivers. That one misses away. Came with some heat on that one, trying to get Grijalva to chase. And the count now full at 3-2. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. This River with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Cougars their only run coming in the 2nd inning. CRC 4 runs on 7 hits and an error in the ball game as a strikeout. Good pitch that time from Schneider. Gets Grijalva. Second strikeout of Grijalva today. Call it the 4th strikeout of the day for Schneider. 1 away here in the 6th inning. Bring Freitas to the plate. Freitas singled, stole a base back in the 2nd inning. Struck out in the 3rd. So he'll show bunt. Cougar's going to try and throw behind the runner at second base in Brown, but he's back easily. Swung on and missed on a 1-0 pitch. Cougars 1 run on 4 hits in the ball game. Recapping, is this one chopped back towards Schneider? He's going to look the runner back and throw over to first base. Good play that time by Schneider, very smart. Make sure Brown can advance. Sets down Freitas. 2 down here for Colby Lunsford, who steps back in. Lunsford's hit the ball hard twice and struck out. It's 0 for 3 today. CRC with a little action in their bullpen. Can't tell who it is, because the dugout, unfortunately, in the way. So it looks like it's Josh Sizz up there in the bullpen getting to work, as this one fouled away. Cougars also with some work in their bullpen, lightly throwing right now. For COC, looks like it's Chris Romero out there. He says no balls and 2 strikes to Lunsford. As Schneider, runner in motion. Flashberg throwing around Lunsford, and made a pretty solid throw considering how he was falling away, but could not get the runner Brown, who has a stolen base. We talked about COC last year had an inability to throw runners out, and kind of seeing the same thing here today. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Already the 3rd stolen base of the ball game as this one fouled away. Schneider a little overthrow that time as it's down in the dirt, trying to come with some extra heat behind it. Evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 to Lunsford, lifted in the air towards center field. Camacho having to go back on his horse, makes the catch. Initially drifted in, looked like it was going to be a lazy fly ball, but got over his head, but Jovan able to make the play, and that'll end the inning. So a leadoff double from Brown, stranded there. We head to the home half of the sixth. Still 4-1 in favor of CRC.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
So we go to the home half of the sixth inning. Josh Chiz going to take over here for William Gonzalez. Goes 5 innings, gives up 4 hits, a run. Struck out 5 in a solid outing, his second start of the year. His first pitch swinging was Ambriz, and an easy play for Rodriguez. So 1 down here in the sixth. Chiz, 1 pitch, 1 out. Gonna bring us Jake Schwartz. Scored the only run of the day for COC after he reached on an error back in the second inning. Struck out in the fourth. Chiz is here, 2 innings pitched. Gave up a hit, 2 runs, both of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 2. Did give up a home run as this one lifted in the air towards left field. Playable for the left fielder. Grijalva drifting back will make the catch. 2 down on 3 pitches. So 2 away, and Eamon coming back to the plate. Eamon singled and grounded us short. 1 for 2 on the day. Cougars just trying to find a way to string together some hits at this point, as it just has not been there today on the offensive side. This one hit out towards left field. That'll get by the third baseman Williams for a base hit. So Chiz has thrown 4 pitches. The ball's been put in play 3 times, and 1 of them for a hit. As Yeeman has his second hit of the ball game, and 2 outs with a runner on for COC. Gonna bring Aaron Ruvalcaba, who drove in the only run of the day for COC back in the second inning. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. That pitch down in the dirt. Solorzano keeps it in front. wouldn't expect Yeeman to be in motion. Again, the Cougars not a team that runs a lot, just 2 stolen bases on the year. Yeeman does have 1 of them. 2 balls and no strikes. The count here to Ruvalcaba. Keep Yeeman close. Ruvalcaba fouls this one away. Somehow hit a tree branch and stayed near the COC dugout. That's quite amazing considering the trees are pretty much barren right now. That one over for a strike, makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4-1 in favor of Cosumnes River with a runner on first base for COC here in the 6th inning. Cougars starting to run out of time a little bit here. It's the 2-2 on the way. Ruvalcaba grounds it softly to first. McKechnie there. That time sure-handed with it, holds on, and that'll end the inning. So Tiz works around a 2-out single. And Cosumnes River coming up, leading 4-1. Rodriguez, Solorzano, and McKechnie due up here for CRC. Don't forget, coming up on Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon, Sports Medicine Professionals Fair here at College of the Canyons, East PE. As if you have a student that's interested in learning more about the sports medicine profession, you can join us and learn a little bit more. 10 a.m. to noon on Saturday, February 4th. Check the COC Athletics website for more information. And don't forget the Class of 2023 Hall of Fame induction ceremony Wednesday, March 29th, 4:30 p.m. here at the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center. Make sure you join us for that. Go to cocathletics.com. Look for Hall of Fame to find more information. Schneider back out there. This pitch over for a strike. So Schneider has worked around some trouble, gave up that run in the 3rd. That's been it so far, has been clean since. Didn't have a walk in the 5th, gave up a leadoff double in the 6th, but has kind of locked down the CRC offense that had runs in the first 3 innings of the ball game. Trying to get the Cougars back into hit once again as that pitch misses down. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Rodriguez, who's 0 for 2. Walked, scored, flew out and grounded out. As that one goes back to the screen. So leadoff walk issued by Schneider. Third walk issued by Brooks today. Cougars with some heavier work going on in the bullpen now. It's Romero, the one doing the work in the bullpen. Here's Solorzano, singled and scored back in the first. Grounded back to the pitcher and flew out to center field. As he chops this one up the first base line, foul. It's 0-2 here to Solorzano. Pitch down in the dirt. Flashberg able to keep it in front and lost all of his helmet mask. Doing so, but he kept the ball there and kept the runner at first. Rodriguez actually scored on an errant throw by Schwartz back in that first inning. It was a ball that we've talked about it a couple of times. Solorzano on first, Rodriguez was on third. Solorzano got picked off on a good move from Malachi Carell. And all Schwartz had to do was throw it down to second base and try and finish off Solorzano, who was caught in the rundown, and it actually hit Solorzano in the back of the head and skipped out into left field. Not allowed to run the score, and that was part of that 2-run first inning for CRC as the 1-2 pitch down in the dirt evens the count at 2-2. We'll see if the Hawks decide to put the runner at first and Rodriguez in motion. Already 3 stolen bases for Cosumnes River today. This one fouled away off to the left, so we'll do it again at 2-2. This one hit in the air towards center field. That'll get down for a line drive base hit for Solorzano. So it'll put runners on first and second for CRC with one away here, with nobody out, excuse me, here in the 7th inning. And it brings up the 4-hitter in Reed McKechnie, who's so McKechnie, who singled, walked, stole a base, and scored a run, is 1 for 2 today. Comes in with a chance to try and drive a run in, and I think that's going to end the day for Schneider as Chris Cota heading out. Romero tossed the ball towards the bullpen, and I think that's going to put us into a pitching change. And that is indeed going to be the end of the day for Schneider, who doesn't look happy about it, but he's going to head off. Romero going to come in to take over. We'll close the book and have the full pitching change for you when we come back. So Chris Romero getting his first appearance of the year. Schneider goes 4 innings plus. Gives up 4 hits, walked 3, struck out 4, and he's responsible for both runners out there here with nobody out in the 7th inning. As McKechnie at the plate. Romero getting his first appearance of the year. It's the first time we've seen him, and he'll go to work trying to get the Cougars out of a jam. COC trailing 4-1 right now is Romero's first pitch. Over for a strike. Romero, 5'11", 195 out of Birmingham High School. Righty, kind of a funky fall-away delivery. Pitch looks like it has more on it, but a little bit of late movement, late life to it, and he's gotten McKechnie down to the count 0-2. Stands on the first base side of the rubber, does Romero, and you can see when he gets set and gets to the top, he's very balanced, but the fall towards the plate kind of looks like he falls off towards first base. I think that creates a little bit of deception for the hitter, especially a right-handed hitter. That one down. Makes it 1-2. One-two pitch from Romero down in the dirt, and it gets away from Flashberg. Got a glove on it, but couldn't find where it was. He looks like he's upset with himself here. As McKechnie's gotten it back to a 2-2 count, and now has runners on second and third, a chance to try and break this one a little bit more open for Cosumnes River here as they lead 4-1. They've scored all their runs in the first 3 innings. And they've held the Cougars to just 1 run back in the second. So Romero now finds himself in a tighter spot. Both those runners charged to Schneider. The infield is in for COC. This one swung on and missed. That's a big pitch from Romero to set down McKechnie on strikes. So 1 away. Murphy coming to the plate. And another big at bat here in a 4-1 game with 2 runners in scoring position. The Cougars move the middle infield back, interestingly here. Corners will stay in. As Murphy takes a called strike. Now maybe just playing for an out. Trying not to give up a bunch of runs here. Romero's delivery grounded past the diving Schwartz at first. 1 run will score. They will not send the runner from second base in Solorzano, but 1 across, an RBI hit for Murphy. CRC adds to the lead, and they'll put runners on the corners here. Schwartz gave it a look on a diving play and just couldn't come up with it. They're going to run for Murphy. Carter Harris going to come in to run. Harris, the sophomore out of Elk Grove High School as well. Does have a stolen base on the year, so runners on the corners. We'll see if CRC puts anything in motion trying to steal another run as they lead 5-1 now with Corey Williams, who's doubled, walked, and grounded to second. Harris will stay put. First pitch from Romero misses up. Harris in motion on that pitch. The throw down to second, going to be cut off. They'll come to the plate to try and get an out at the plate, and they will. So well-executed play by COC that time. They let Harris take second base. They're able to get Solorzano at the plate. So Solorzano caught stealing. So Solorzano cut down 2-4-2, caught stealing. For the second out if you're scoring at home with us. That's Williams at the plate. Count is 1-1. Romero deals. Williams fouls it off. So all things considered right now, if you're COC, you look like you can limit it to a run. As she execute the cut down play on a double steal attempt from CRC. And if Williams, or if Romero can get Williams, who hits this one in the air towards center, lost it. And of course, we accidentally got you to the wrong screen, but Camacho lost it, I think, in the sun. And so it's a base hit for Williams. And that brings home a run. So right as we were saying, the Cougars looking like they might get out of trouble. Instead, it's an RBI hit for Corey Williams. As it brings in Harris from second. And now Dylan Brown will come to the plate. So the ball was hit in an area where Camacho could make the play and then just kind of lost it. I think the sun just peeking through the clouds. We talked about it's a tough sky. It's pretty gray up today. This one hit down the line and left and foul. One on one here to Brown. Brown doubled, walked, struck out, stole a base. Two away here in the seventh. CRC with a pair. Cougars look like they were poised to maybe get out of it, but a two-strike hit from Corey Williams that results in a double as it just got past Camacho due to some sun. It's this one hit in the air towards left field and deep. Going back is Ryan Camacho. Gonna look up and watch it fly. A two-out, two-run home run from Dylan Brown, and CRC has busted the game wide open here in the seventh. Second home run of the game for Cosumnes River. Brown, a two-run home run. His first home run of the season. Just when the Cougars thought they were going to get out of trouble with just giving up one, all of a sudden it's a four-run outburst for CRC here in the seventh as Grijalva comes to the plate. A home run and a pair of strikeouts today. It's the first pitch from Romero, misses down. So Brown puts a charge into that one. Both the first two runs of the inning charged to Schneider. So Schneider gives up 3 runs. All 3 of them earned in the ball game. That one over for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. 1-2 the count here to Grijalva. Swung on, dropped by Flashberg, but he'll fire it to first, and that will end the inning. But CRC with 4. The Cougars trailing 8-1 as we go to the home half of the 7th. Stretch time here from Cougar Field.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
They text me today and said, hey, we got an install spot tomorrow. You guys want it? We'll be there between 7 and 9. And I was like, no, this is too tight. Marin's got gymnastics tomorrow. I got a game and he's got to work. I'll be there all day Saturday or next week. So they're like, okay, we'll look at next week. Texting me the day before to try and tell me they can come install stuff, not me. Schedule it out so I know where it is. No, I can't wait that long. I got to get it now. But yes, it's one of those. I need some time. I need a couple of days to figure out what's going on. Yeah, they said between 7 and 9. Flashberg, Camacho, and Camacho due up here after the 4-run outburst for CRC. 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors and nobody left on base back in that 7th inning. CRC last year 13-11 team. They finished 5th in the Big 8. Tied for actually 3rd now that I look at the standings once again. Another team that saw another division that saw a team with a big record, Folsom 20-4 in league play. San Joaquin Delta went 9-5, and then 3 teams stacked up at 13-11. So trying to come up with their 2nd win of the year as Flashberg chops this one towards 3rd. Should be a pretty easy play for Williams. He fires it over to 1st. 1 away. One down, Ryan Camacho is 0 for 2, grounded into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play in the 2nd, then chopped out to short back in the 5th. Trying to find his first hit of the ball game, get something going for the Cougars here. They're running out of time, trailing by 7 here in the 7th. His pitch is over for a strike. Sis delivers, and that one misses up. Two balls, 2 strikes to Camacho. This one lifted out in the air towards right field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. Lands in front of Brown, so a 1-out single on a little dying quail out to right field for Camacho. So here's Jovan Camacho now, as Ryan leading away from first. This is keeping him close. Jovan singled, stole a base in the first, hit by a pitch and grounded out, 1 for 2. So 1 away for the Cougars here in the 7th inning. This one chopped foul wide of first. That pitch over for a strike. Cougar dugout thought maybe it had missed, but makes it 0-2 here to Camacho. As Ryan leads away from first, Jovan at the plate. Josh Siz on the rubber will deliver. The 0-2 pitch misses up. That one hits Camacho in the back. Second time today Camacho's been hit. And so now the Cougars with runners on first and second, 1 away. Heart of the order coming up. So says just a pitch away, instead hits Camacho. And now Charlie Roca, who the other day had a nice 2-run home run out to left center field. Certainly take that or just even a base hit to get something going here. So 1 out, runners on first and second. Says a little uncomfortable here, steps off. And that's actually a ball, so it's so a ball charge to Siz, maybe because he stepped off twice and didn't decide to pick off, so might be a new rule to the 3C2A. Unfortunately, we don't always get the rule changes when they're made, so it's 2 balls and no strikes here to Roca. So now a chance for Charlie to go to work here on a 2-0 count. Big hitters count as that one misses. Or that one, excuse me, over for a strike. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. And another violation, so you add another ball to the count. So apparently you can't step off and fake a throw more than once in an AB. So now Roca once again with a big advantage in the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. That was 2 against Siz on the violations where they've given him balls without throwing a pitch. So he's way behind here with runners on first and second, and he'll end up walking Roca. Really with only throwing 3 pitches in the at-bat. So the Cougars now in business with the bases loaded and 1 away. First walk issued by Siz. And it gives us Alex Sepulveda at the plate here. Sepulveda 0 for 3, a pair of flyouts to center field, grounded to short back in the first. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Bases loaded full of Cougars here. Double play in order at every bag right now, and Sepulveda way behind, 0-2 as Siz with a good pitch on the outside corner. Best chance for the Cougars today. Cooking here with the bases loaded. You'd like to keep something going as that one misses down. I would say the only place it missed was down. So it was right over the heart of the plate, but low. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Sepulveda. This one hit out to left field, twisting foul. So we go again on 1 and 2 here to Sepulveda. Siz's pitch gets off of the glove of Solorzano. Bounces back in front of the plate, but it'll keep everybody put. So we wait on the 2-2. Sepulveda fouls this one off to the right. CRC does have a body up working in the bullpen. Once again, the dugout kind of in the way and the fence, so we can't tell you who it is. Doesn't much matter, though. The more important thing, 2-2 count with the bases loaded here to Sepulveda. That pitch misses down, and the count now full. 1 away here for the Cougars. Best chance of the ball game for COC. As that one misses down. Sepulveda able to work a walk from nothing in 2, and the Cougars get a run across here. The bases stay loaded. So it's an RBI walk for Sepulveda. It's come off of just 1 hit for COC here in the inning. That, I believe, is going to end the day for Siz. It's a changeup coming here. So Siz day is done, but he leaves with the bases loaded, and Anthony DeSantis will come in to take over for him. His first appearance of the year. Have the continued 7th inning in just a moment. So the base is loaded here for Ambrose, who's behind the count, 0-1. 1 away is the pitching change here for CRC. This one lifted out in the air towards left field and playable for Grijalva. He'll make the catch, but that'll bring home a run for COC. as Camacho scores. So both the Camachos have come home. It's a sacrifice fly for Ambrose for the second out of the inning. As DeSantis gets one out, the Cougars get another run across. So 2 here in the inning for COC. It brings you Jake Schwartz with 2 runners out there. So that run charged to Sizz. And Schwartz gets this one a ride out into right field. Playable for the right fielder, Brown, who gets underneath it, makes the catch. So DeSantis does the job, gets 2 outs, gives up just a run. The Cougars get 3. Or Cougars, excuse me, get 2 in the inning. And have chipped away, making an 8-3 game as we head to the 8th.
Like I said, man, Dodge Stadium's kind of off my list of places. I took Amy. I think the last time I went, Jesse, I took Amy. Amy like to go to games? Huh? She like to go to games? She usually does. That's how long it's been since I've been to Dodge Stadium. The Matt Stairs game. Amy, we got done with that game. She's like, yeah. She's like, I don't know, it's scary. And it's just gotten worse. She actually went. Was the Dodger fans that were scared? She actually went with her friend Ann. And they ended up having to leave because Ann got fries that had peanuts in them and she got peanut allergies. The only reason she went to that one is there was box seats. They were down there in the not the all you can eat, but the box seats where they bring you your food. Down on the left field line. But yeah, she likes to go to hockey games with me because she just likes to go eat food. She doesn't care about the teams. Freak us. 7-9.
Freitas, Lunsford, and Rodriguez due up here to face Romero in the 8th. Cougars got a couple in the 7th to chip away, but still trail by 5. Need a quick inning here. As Romero misses on the pitch. 1-1 the count. Pitch that time from Romero, swung on and missed by Freitas, makes it 1-2. This one hit right back up the middle for a 2-strike base hit. Good piece of hitting that time from Freitas. Leadoff runner aboard here in the 8th. So a leadoff single for Freitas. We go back to the top of the order. Lunsford, who's 0 for 4 today, hit the ball hard twice out to left into the third baseman. Ambrose flew out to center field and struck out. Hits with a runner on. Romero way behind. 3 balls and no strikes. Nobody in the COC bullpen getting loose. At least nobody with a jersey on. Five-pitch walk by Romero. So Lunsford on for the first time today. First walk issued by Romero. I'll bring Rudy Rodriguez, who's walked twice and flew out and grounded out. 0 for 2 today. This one chopped towards second base. Good play by Roca on a high hop, and they're going to turn a double play out of it. Heck of a play by Charlie Roca that time. Turns a 4-6-3 double play on a ball that took a ridiculous hop, but he's able to stab it and make the play. So for Rodriguez, it's kind of unfortunate there. Hit a ball that was kind of right at Roca, took a really bad hop, and Roca just made a spectacular play out of it. So it brings us to Solorzano, who singled and scored 2 hits today and 4 at-bats. Pops this one up. Playable for Ambriz near the third base dugout. He'll make the catch, so Romero works around a leadoff single and a walk. Gets a 4-6-3 double play on a spectacular play by Roca. And the Cougars go to hit in the 8th, trailing by 5, 8-3.
The future is yours. So let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Reset your career and get back to work quickly. Go to college for $46 per unit. 0 textbook cost class options and apply for your share of financial aid. With convenient class times, flexible on-campus or online options, and free tutoring, the future is yours at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
Yeaman, Rubalcaba, and Flashberg due up to face DeSantis here in the 8th inning for COC. DeSantis, who got a fly ball out and a pop-up out to right to finish out the 7th inning. Trying to go to work and keep the lead at 5. One ball and 2 strikes here to Yeaman. That one down in the dirt makes it 2-2. This ball hit on the ground. Good play by DeSantis to pick it up. Little chopper, and he'll finish it off to first. One away.
She's done a good job recruiting so far. When's the last time USC had both of them? It's going to happen this year. They're both right now 8. They're both like 8s, or 8s or 9s. That recruit thing got coming in, she went up for like 45 the other night or something. Like people are showing up to see her at Sierra Canyon, not Bronny.
So here's Ruvalcaba, singled home a run back in the second inning. Hits this one on the ground, and it's going to get by the second baseman, Lunsford, trying to slide and make the play. So a one-out hit for COC. That'll bring us Dane Flashberg here with 1 out and a runner on. Cougars trying to chip away, running out of time, just 1 out. As Flashberg hits this one in the air towards left field and deep. Running back and making a play is Grijalva to take away what might have been extra bases for Flashberg. So a heck of a play from Grijalva on a ball that I think got on him a little bit harder than he thought. Flashberg hit it hard, but 2 down, and here comes Ryan Camacho. Camacho singled and scored in the 7th on a little blooper out to right field. Chops this one on the ground towards short. Rodriguez to second for the out, and that'll end the inning. So 1 out single by Ruvalcaba, stranded there. Flashberg or DeSantis gets out of the trouble. We go to the 9th, 8-3 in favor of CRC.
I'm gonna have to remember it too, because I think with, like I said, with this, with what's her name, with Gottlieb in there, she doesn't. I think because Gottlieb's are SoCal, you know, so I don't think she's gonna go anywhere. Might be something I can take there into. Yeah. Well, it's nice to see because, you know, you think about USC, it's a football school. But between Enfield and her now, I think the basketball program, and you know what? I like Stanky. I think he's going to be really good for the baseball team. Well, yeah, it's gorgeous. It puts Polly to shame. And I know it's Polly. Like, oh, it's Polly. Yeah, who cares? Yeah. Oh, I know. I used to sit right underneath the play-by-play guy. For baseball. If it wasn't such a haul for me, I would totally dial in on going to games, but it's just such a trek. I would have to do it on a day where I'm already coming down that way. No, that's my brother. I'm not a NASCAR guy. As much as I'd like to go to that because it'd just be an event to go to. Pitching change, by the way, Maddie. Yeah, no, that's my dad and my brother.
Pitching change for the Cougars here in the ninth. Luke Lamond coming in to pitch. He'll face McKechnie, Murphy, and Williams here. Lamond this year pitched against Saddleback, went 1 inning, gave up 2 hits and a run, walked 1. So come in and try and hold it here in the ninth. Get the Cougars back up. Cougars would come up with the top of the order. Jovan Camacho, Charlie Roca, and Alex Sepulveda. This one a little number off the hands. Easily played by Ambriz. Pop out on the infield, 1 away. So it's actually going to be Carter Harris staying in to hit here. He took over for Murphy, pinch running back in the 6th, and he'll hit here. Harris this year, 2 for 5, a 400 hitter with 3 runs batted in. This little lefty takes the pitch up. Harris 5'6", 165. Takes a strike. Bench calling him a mighty mite. The guy with plenty of speed out there. Switch hitter, so he hits from both sides of the plate. Can play every position on the field except for maybe first base. And even then, probably could do that pretty well, to be quite honest. As he waits on a 2-1 pitch. Lamond working out of the stretch, set of the belt. Delivers and misses down. Crossed up Flashberg a little bit there. That pitch over for a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 away here in the ninth. The 3-2 misses down, so 1 out walk issued to Harris. First walk of the day issued by Lamond. So face Corey Williams, who doubled home a run back in the 7th inning. Part of that 4-run 7th for CRC. 7th walk of the day issued by COC. Runner in motion, pitch swung on and fouled back. And Williams kind of tips his head sideways. Harris, I think, had that one stolen pretty cleanly. Maybe a little run and hit action as Mon gets one over for a strike. Keep an eye on Harris once again. Stays put this time, and a breaking ball over for a strike. Harris actually, when he came into pinch run, he stole second base, but the Cougars executed well and kind of cut down the runner at the plate. It was runners on the corners at the time. We were able to cut down Solorzano at home on a designed play as that one nearly hits Williams. It makes it 1-2. So we've seen Harris and CRC not afraid to run. Wait on the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Harris in motion, swung on and missed. Throw down to second base is not going to be in time, but again, we're going to have hitter's interference on the throw, as crossing over the plate was Williams as Flashberg tried to throw it down, and that will end the inning. So the Cougars get a 1-2-3 inning after a stolen base that's cut away. And we go to the ninth. 5-run ball game, last licks for COC. So the Cougars will send the top of the order here to face DeSantis in the ninth, trailing 8-3. It'll be Jovan Camacho, Charlie Roca, and Alex Sepulveda to do up. DeSantis, who's been clean so far, worked around a one-out hit from Ruhul Kaba. But hasn't allowed much else. Pumps that one just wide of the plate, and the count even at 1-1. Working quickly here in the ninth. This one hit on the ground towards second base. Scooped up by Lunsford, and Camacho down 4-3. One away here in the ninth, and here's Charlie Roca. Right now, Gonzalez in line for the win. Malachi Carell in line for the loss. Here's Charlie Roca, hit by a pitch, walked, grounded out, or flew out and struck out. We look at the correct line. 0 for 2 today, trying to get something going here in the ninth for the Cougars. Down to their final 2 outs of the ball game. DeSantis comes with a strike and a fastball in the outside corner. That one nearly hits Roca. That one over for a strike. Roca not happy with himself on that one. That was the pitch to hit right there. Instead, it's a 2-2 count. Got to have base runners here for your COC. Is the 2-2 pitch. Nearly catches Roca. Gets back to the screen. Count now full. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Cougars down to their final out. So the Cougars down to their final out. Sepulveda to the plate. DeSantis working quickly, as we said. Right back to work, and that one over for a strike on a fastball. misses inside. Two-one pitch on the way to Sepulveda. Chop towards short, and it's going to get by Rodriguez for a base hit out to center field. So the Cougars got a runner on here in the 9th inning. Down to their final out, and here comes Andy Ambrose. First hit of the day for Sepulveda. Ambrose 0 for 3 today. Sacrifice fly with a run batted in the 7th. To find a way to get on here in the 9th as he swings at the first pitch, chops it wide of third, picked up by Rodriguez, throws on the run, and he gets Ambrose to end the ball game. 6-3 for the final out. So CRC going to take an 8-3 victory over COC. Cougars go rather quietly in the 9th. Cosumnes River, 8 runs on 10 hits and an error. COC 3 runs on 8 hits and an error. And the Hawks will take it, as we said, the victory. William Gonzalez. It's his first win of the year. He's now 1-1 on the season. Malachi Correll gets the loss. He is 0-1 on the year. There's actually 8 runs on 12 hits for CRC. They only left 7 on the ball game. Pretty efficient there for the Cougars. 3 runs. On 8 hits. And they left 10 on base in the ball game. And an error. So COC down to 1-2. 2-hour and 40-minute game in total. As CRC picks up the win, we'll do it again tomorrow. CRC and COC at noon, the start time here from Cougar Field. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.